Let's deal with time management, especially during this lockdown period. Hi everyone, my name is Pascal. Welcome to the new program of this channel, the LJTmotivation. For many days now, we've been facing what can be called an unprecedented era, and that can never be said enough. You know, in general, before holidays, you have plans, like to travel, to have rest, or even to try to be more productive and so on. But in the current context, even though we're not going to work or to school, we can't really talk about holidays. Therefore, we had to improvise. To develop today's topic, let me introduce to you someone you might already know, Michael, aka Coach Mike. Hi Mike.
Hey, hi Pascal, hi everyone.
Improvising project or plans. Doesn't this sound weird? Let us assume it is not the case. How is that possible when I'm on lockdown?
Thanks for the question. It's all about time management. And to dig into this, I've interviewed some young people who could tell me how they are managing the time during the current lockdown. But beforehand, let's hear some definitions of the time concept.
Hi, Mike. Thank you for the opportunity. I would say time is whatever existence that has a past, that is going through the present, and that can see itself in the future. So, like planning, scheduling, arrangement, everything like that has to go through time.
There is a plurality of definition of the word time. So I can simply say that time is just an indefinite continual progress of existence of event. It can also be the measured or measurable period during which an action exists or continues. So simply, time is a particular moment for something.
Well, I think these are clear-cut definitions of time. Now, how about the management aspect? Before we get into that, let's hear about the way some of the young people I could reach are managing the time on lockdown.
I'm pretty much a stay-at-home guy, so actually I stay at home a lot. I just go out when I have something important to do. I've always been like that even before the lockdown period. So I find myself like going to see my boss sometimes to work with him, but not always. Like a couple of times in a week, and like for the rest of the time I just stay at home, like working from home, and like I pray also a lot. I pray and consecrate myself to God because I'm a Christian. That's pretty much what I do in the lockdown period.
Now that I have more time home, my personal development habits have intensified, and as usual, I spend a few moments of relaxation and positive affirmation to start my days off on the right foot. Because you attract what you think, and that's what you become. And I really value this self-communication aspect of my days because it enables me to manage my inner self. Then I dedicate much time to reading and writing in order to build myself up, because to me, books are one of your best allies in the attainment of your dreams, and writing will help you fix your ideas. And I see myself as the architect of my future, and in this respect, every day is a significant step towards my dreams.
Initially, it was not a piece of cake because staying home without doing my daily routine is pretty hard. But I also grabbed the opportunity to brush up my English, help my mother in the kitchen, and my brother and sister with the assignment. Along the lines, I've discovered that I have a baking talent. So now I have more quality time with my family member and spend the rest of my day reading novels and watching educational content.
During the lockdown, when I wake up in the morning, I take my bath, then I start praying. After that, I do the housework, I cook, and I start watching movies and series on TV while enjoying my lunch. After eating, I sleep a bit. In the afternoon, around 3 p.m., I study my Bible and read some books, and I pray once more. Around 6 p.m., I do sport with my sister. I chat with my friends on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Then I play my piano and read some books on music because I really love music. In the night, I watch the news, particularly concerning the corona. Then I eat, pray, and sleep.
And one of those striking points that some of them have mentioned is the spiritual aspect. I believe that physical progress is underpinned by spiritual progress, and sustainable success is highly dependent on your intimacy with God. But I also believe that it doesn't only take you to read the Bible and pray to make it in life. It requires discipline, labor, and a solid mindset. All these things in line with the law of seeding and reaping in the world where we're living. That said, is time a seed? Let's hear what another group of young people think about the role of time, especially time management, in the life of an ambitious person.
If you want your face on the front page of every magazine, your name making the news, you have to have the mindset of someone that's going to wake up like every day they're on the mission. Because time stops for no one, so you want to maximize every second of the time you have. And you want to put in hard work, because without hard work, you're not going to achieve anything. You're not going to be in bed. We have this saying that goes and say, the early bird gets the worm. So you want to be at that. People on top of the mountain, they didn't just fall there. They had to put in time, work, sleepless night, all right? And it depends on the size and vision of your dream. And there are also obstacles to that. It depends on the society and situation you find yourself in, and also class. There are certain countries that if you're not a certain class, you won't be able to achieve what you have in mind. And also, I would say, stop at nothing. There are some things I wanted to achieve in 2020. I haven't. I'm not discouraged. I'm not going to stop at anything. I'm going to continue. So the thing is, that consistency, the passion, the love, the solution that you are bringing to the world, and most of all, thank your maker, be humble, ease out.
It's all about working smart. Thus, your preparedness before engaging in a specific task is very important. You must have a good strategy which will help you have speed while you are working and not waste time. Time management is about setting the right goals. By setting goals that are achievable and measurable, you also need to set your priorities wisely by setting priorities based on the importance and urgency of the task. And you also need to set a time frame for completion of a task, because you will assess your success by looking at how much time you've spent on a specific task.
Time is a golden resource. Though it is abstract, its value cannot be measured. Whatever we do in this life is directly by the time we are using. But I also believe time is a fair and accessible resource because it is available to each and everyone. The only difference lies in the way people use their time. The more we know the value of time, the more we know how to use it efficiently in order to be more productive. It is the only thing once lost that cannot be called back. So I strongly believe we should use our time wisely.
Mike, one of the goals, if not the main goal of this channel, being to promote leadership. Tell me, how exactly should a young leader manage his time?
Sure, to find an answer for this question, I've also interviewed 3 impactful young leaders to see how they apply the notion of time management to leadership. Let's hear that.
A leader is someone with a vision. A leader is someone with a mission. A leader is someone who wants to impact his environment. So, I really think that time is the most precious resource for a leader. It's irreplaceable. It cannot be saved. Nobody can save the time. It's also the most valuable thing a leader can have because his way of using time will determine the realization of his vision or not. I mean, a leader can waste his time or capitalize it. He can waste his time watching TV, spending time with people who are not important for the realization of his vision, or party every day. That's the way a leader can waste his time. However, he can capitalize it, reading every day. A leader is a reader, meeting people who can help him to reach his vision, or learning new skills every day. That's the way a leader can capitalize his time. So we have a choice. I hope that you are going to capitalize your time.
Business is also part of leadership, and the next interviewee will talk about daily time management business-wise.
You should work on your to-do list, guys. Just take a sheet of paper on which you will write down the whole task you want to be completed the whole day by prioritizing them from the most important ones to the less important ones. The second thing that you could do, guys, is to stop checking your phone all the time. It is time consuming. You just have to bear it in mind. Social media is time consuming because you have to meet some deadlines. You have to work hard to help your company growing. So stop going on social media all the time. You should monitor your time you spend online. The last thing that you could do if you have perhaps some employees is to learn how to empower them, how to delegate tasks, how to pass tasks to employees, because as soon as they know or they learn the ropes, they will really help you reaching your goals.
Along with time management and leadership in its broader form, let's seal the reactions with this brilliant analysis.
The ability to manage well time is the possibility to see result. And leaders are basically time managers. They don't only have a clear vision of where they want to get to, but they can also predict when this vision will become a reality. Time is so crucial to leaders. It can help a leader set goals and achieve them. It can help a leader develop skills and improve themselves, especially in the areas that they are weak at. Time management is self-discipline, and there's a great link between leaders and self-discipline. Whenever leaders use well their time and planning, they see results. Indeed, leaders don't waste their time doing hocus pocus things because they know that lost time is never found again. And if businessmen can say time is money, students will say time is knowledge, and leaders will say time is accomplishment and success.
A really brilliant analysis, and I think we all have lessons to draw from it. Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome, Pascal.
As Stephen Covey said, the key is in not spending time, but in investing it.
Life is a clock, and every second matters. What if I told you that the way you invest your time designs your future? Have you noticed how fast days go by? As if life was running and you had to catch it up. That's how close you get to your future, and how short the time left to achieve your dreams is. It takes a succession of 24 hours to transition from I will do to I wish I did. Minutes fly in a succession of 60 seconds. Hours fly in a succession of 60 minutes. Days fly in a succession of 24 hours. Weeks fly in a succession of 7 days. Months fly in a succession of 30 days. Years fly in a succession of 12 months. Decades fly in a succession of 10 years. From 1 minute to 10 years, only a monotonic continuation of 60 seconds has passed. What have you been doing meanwhile? If I ask you the question, you will probably say, not much. Does it make more sense to you now if I repeat that it takes a succession of 24 hours to transition from I will do to I wish I did? Time management is priceless. It's about time you split your days into different tasks and objectives for a gradual walk towards your dreams. Time is like a ball on the pitch. It can play for and against you. You've got to make the most of it and not let it fly. Because wasted time is worse than wasted money. Because life is literally a race against the clock. Turn up!